Okay, I basically just wanted to address some misconceptions about women like myself. There are many different types of transgender women. I myself was born transgender. I've been a transsexual for well over 15 years, going on 20, and I'm only 27 years old. So for a good long while, I've known that I was transgender, and this is, part of who I am. No, I do not wish that I were a woman. Yes, my spirit is a female spirit inside of a man's body. So I understand that I am born a male. I understand that society sees me as a male, and it's not about organ. It's about actual gender. Like, I was born a male. I know what it's like to be a male. I know what it's like to experience all those feelings. I didn't grow up to be a man, of course, but at the same time, I still know who I am and what I am, and it doesn't make me any less of a transsexual just because I acknowledge it and I don't go around pretending like I'm a woman, or like I don't, my whole life isn't about fooling people and being passable and getting by. Like, I don't mind being a transsexual. I don't mind being the face for transgender women. I don't mind standing out and saying, yeah, I'm a transsexual. I don't have a problem with it because I don't see anything wrong with it. Yes, I do believe that there are bisexual men out there that are attracted to genetic women and transsexual, transgender women. And no, men, I do not buy the crap about, I see transsexuals as women. Because if you did, then we would have equal rights. You would stand up for a transsexual woman the same way you would a biological woman, instead of cowering and hiding in shadows and behind your computers and all that stuff. Telling transsexuals that you see them as women, while not, you'll go out on a date with one in public as long as she's passable enough to make it and assimilate and get by. But, but every transgender woman that you sleep with is not completely passable, and let's be honest. Because if we were to say that, then there's a lot of transgender women or transsexuals that are excluded from, being escorts or, men chasing them on the web. I talk to these girls, they're getting the same attention that I'm getting, and it has nothing to do with what they look like. No, I don't have any plastic surgery. None. Never had any. I don't knock anybody who does, but, just like me, they're transgender. They may not look as feminine or as passable as I do, but they're no less no less a transsexual, than I am. But, I basically just get tired of hearing men use these same excuses and arguments, but they'll argue with a transsexual, but they won't have the same argument with a biological woman. I'm sorry, baby. 2 dicks do not equal straight. It never has, and it never will. No matter how much, you try to make it seem that way for your own ego and so you can feel secure, because you don't want to be labeled a bisexual man or considered to be gay. But at the end of the day, regardless of what you do in bed, regardless of whether you penetrating somebody's behind, or you're getting penetrated, or you're just oral, or you just like to watch, or whatever, 2 dicks in a bedroom or a sexual encounter does not equal a straight man. It just doesn't. And if you don't believe me, ask your mother, ask any, biological female that you've ever had sex with. Start telling women that you're attracted to transsexuals. I know you feel like it's none of their business who you sleep with, but it is people's business. It's a man's business to know if I'm a transsexual. I should tell him that when I first meet him. So you feel like it's okay. I should have to tell men that I'm a transsexual, but you don't have to tell women that you're a bisexual man. No, it's everybody's right to choose who they want to sleep with. And if men would stand up and be a face for bisexual men, as opposed to saying that they're just straight, even though they enjoy a born male that lives as a female, because a lot of these girls you don't date and you don't know how they live. I've met plenty of transsexuals, and yeah, they're beautiful, but they act like gay men. And they live a life pretty much like a gay man. The only thing they do that is considered living as a woman is pretending to be a woman when they go to places that they go and flirt with men. That's a transvestite. When you dress up to have sex with other men, regardless of whether you got plastic surgery to look more like a woman or what you did it to have sex with men. Being a transsexual doesn't really have anything to do with sex with men. It just doesn't. So anybody that you meet that try to tell you any different, look up the terms. Like, I don't make this stuff up. This is not my opinion on sexuality. I just give textbook fact on what we know sexuality to be. I don't even give what my opinion is, because my opinion is personal. It's between me and the guy that I choose to date. And of course, I'm going to choose the guy that shares my opinion, basically. Yes, I see myself as a woman. Am I a woman? No. Am I okay with that? Yes. And I have no choice but to be. I was born. It is what it is. But transsexuals do exist. I'm here in the flesh. This is me. and I'm unapologetic for it. So I think a lot of men need to be unapologetic for having an attraction to a born male that looks very feminine and passable as a woman. Because part of the attraction is knowing that somebody understands what your life is, but they still look like a female, but understands you a little bit more than a woman would. And as we do understand, but then y'all try to downplay us and try, then the female, of course, side's going to come out, and that's when the emotion comes out. Because I don't think that I should have to downplay any part of my life to make a man feel comfortable. I just shouldn't. And anybody that doesn't agree, that's their opinion, but we don't have to date. I'm an entertainer because it has nothing to do with my personal life. Guys can meet me and I'm free from judgment. I don't judge. It just is what it is. Like I say, I've never given my personal opinion on any of it. It's just that those are the terms and they're defined by what they're defined by. I don't make up the definitions of what they're defined by. I just live by them. A lot of people choose not to, which messes up things. I think a lot of transgender women would be a lot better off if men acknowledged the fact that they were attracted to transgender women as well as biological women. And it was a fact because a lot of women don't know, and it's a lot of down low men and men creeping around doing things, and not being honest with these women about what they're into. And that's not fair to, the woman. I mean, it's almost an injustice to the man as well because you live in a life based on what you think society says you should do. I meet a lot of men that say they don't care what society thinks. They don't care what anyone thinks. But at the same time, they still don't stand up and be noticed. They still do the same things as the down low men. They live in the shadows. They tranny chase, browse profiles with blocked pictures so nobody knows it's them browsing for transsexuals. And then when they find pretty ones that they're attracted to, they reveal themselves and try to give her their all then. I don't know. I guess I'm just a little bit tired of the same old from, guys, and then they try to blame you. And that saying that the transsexual is bitter, that is so old and cliche. That is so old and cliche. Y'all have been hitting transsexuals with "you're bitter" for a long time. I didn't even start getting that until I got on the internet. Once I started meeting you guys on these websites and stuff like that, I didn't start getting, "oh, you're bitter." No, I'm far from bitter. Because if I were bitter, I wouldn't even attempt to date you or educate you or do anything. I would just get money and focus on that. But it's not about that. It's about something higher than that. It's about this movement that my gender, the transgender, females are on. It's about that movement. And I'm all about that movement. I'm all about other transgender women. I'm all about other TG people in general, trans men as well. I'm all about trans rights because a lot of people don't stand up and speak out. And when they do it in other kind of ways that may not be as clear cut and straight to the point as what I do. So I just wanted to make this video. A lot of things came to mind, a lot of emails and personal messages from people that will remain nameless for now. Other times, other videos will have, full-length emails from them for other people to read so they can know where I'm coming from. So it doesn't just look like a bitter rant. I'll include more than one because it's not just one thing that will set somebody off. It's more than one thing, most times. So I just wanted to make this quick video. No edits, no title, no credits. Just this video so I can speak directly to the camera as I sit in here in the early morning, getting ready to start my day. And, yeah. If you have anything to say, feel free to make a response video. Send me a message. But, at the end of the day, it just is what it is. And again, I haven't put my personal opinion on anything out there. I just think, as far as what defines gender and all that stuff, it's just about how we're treated. That's my opinion on. We would be treated better if, men would stand up and be, noticed and make it known that they like transgender women, or this woman that I like is a transgender woman and I find her beautiful. Just be able to be a man and stand up and say, I don't care what anybody thinks about the person that I sleep with or who I choose to date, as opposed to keeping it a secret and saying that you don't care. I don't think it's any of their business, so I don't want them to know, and I'd rather be discreet. And then thinking that that's being a man and doing what you want to do. That's just my opinion on that. So everybody, peace out. Enjoy.